Student, welcome to my NEET classes online. In the previous session, we have completed the human physiology chapter, that is digestion and absorption. Let's start the MCQs of the same chapter. Recently, we have completed, so I am not giving any synopsis for this. For the senior batch, it has been done, and for the junior batch, now we are doing it. But I will be uploading this to both the batches, outgoing batch and as well as the present batch. The questions are about salivary gland and about the dentition, right? What we have studied. The hardest substance in the vertebrate body is 1. Keratin, B. Dentine, C. Enamel, and D. Chondrin. Keratin, you all know very well that it is present in nails and hair, so it's a protein which is found in mammalia, particularly in nails and hair, whereas that's not the answer. Dentine is nothing but the whole setup of the arrangement of the teeth in a jaw, in the mouth. The third option is enamel. That enamel will be the most appropriate answer, I feel. That's the hardest part. And chondrin is nothing but the protein of cartilage. So thereby the answer is enamel. Clear? So that's the answer. The second question. When teeth are similar, it is called acrodont, homodont, heterodont, diphyodont. You all very well know acrodont has different meaning. Fine. Homo refers to same or similarity. This meaning is here. So this is the answer. Fine. Heterodont, you know, they are different. Diphyodont, there are two sets of teeth. So thereby the answer is fine. Answer is homodont. Clear? Moving on to next question about gut and liver. Fine. Identify the false statement. You have to identify the wrong statement here, and that will be your right answer. A. Esophagus does not secrete any enzyme. Esophagus does not secrete any enzyme. Gallbladder is absent in human beings. Human teeth are thecodont. There are two pairs of salivary glands in humans. You have a false statement you have to find out here. Don't get confused. The first statement, esophagus does not secrete any enzyme. In the esophagus, the salivary glands, the salivary amylase, fine, and other enzymes will be secreted, fine, whereas not mentioned in your syllabus about that. False statement. You have to find out true statement. Gallbladder is absent in human being. Absolutely wrong. Gallbladder is found present in human beings. You all know the function of the gallbladder. That is nothing but it stores the bile juice that is being produced by liver. Since liver is a multifunctional organ, it cannot store its digestive juice over there. Hence, we have an organ known as gallbladder where the bile juice is temporarily stored. Then from gallbladder through hepatopancreatic duct, it enters into the ileum part of the intestine. That's also the correct option, correct statement. Third, human teeth are thecodont. Of course, of course, it's correct, thecodont, fine, because the human teeth are found embedded in the sockets. They are found present in sockets. Hence, they are referred as thecodont. The statement is also correct. Whereas the fourth statement, what he says over here is, there are two pairs of salivary glands in humans. This is absolutely the wrong statement. Thereby, option 4 is the right answer. Why? Because human beings have three pairs of salivary glands. You all very well know that. Three pairs of salivary glands. That is, pair of parotid glands near the ears, pair of maxillary or mandibular glands near the junction of the jaws, and pair of sublingual glands found present below the tongue. Hence, since we have three pairs of salivary glands, this statement is wrong because it says two pair of salivary glands. False statement and right answer. Third question, fourth answer. Next one. The structure that open into pharynx. Very easy. Find that open into pharynx. 1. Trachea. Correct. B. Esophagus. That's also correct. C. Epiglottis. Epiglottis is nothing but the cover of the glottis. Fine, clear. So the epi refers to the same upper part. So here the structure that opened into pharynx is both trachea and as well as esophagus. Thereby the answer is fourth one. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Both these organs get open into your pharynx. Clear? Moving on to next question. Next question. Clear? That is fifth question. Hydrochloric acid in stomach is secreted by. He has not asked the glands over here. Find the cells. Hydrochloric acid, clear, is secreted by which cells he says here. A. 1. Chief cells, no, because they secrete enzymes. Second, parietal cells, fine. Zymogen cells also secretes enzymes, clear. Whereas parietal cells are also known as oxyntic cells. These cells of the gastric gland secrete HCl, hydrochloric acid, thereby the pH of the gastric juice is highly acidic, that is 2 to 3 pH, highly acidic in nature. Next question, liver of man is bilobed, having two lobes. He's asking how many lobes. He is asking liver of man is A bilobed, 2 3 lobe, 3 4 lobe, and fourth option 5 lobed. You all know that liver is a 4 lobed organ in human beings, so thereby option 3 is correct. Next question, which of the following is a structural and functional unit of liver? You all know, many times we might have told you, hepatic lobule. So A, hepatic cells, no. Hepatic cord, hepatic lobe, no. Fourth is hepatic lobule. Hepatic lobule, fourth is correct answer. That's the unit, structural and functional unit of liver. Next, common bile duct is formed when, just now I told you maybe above, fine. Common bile duct is formed when first one, right and left hepatic ducts are fused, no. Bile duct is fused with pancreatic duct, fine, clear, no. Cystic duct, that is nothing but the duct of gallbladder is fused with the common hepatic duct. Third option is the correct one, thereby it forms a common duct, what we call cystic duct, hepatopancreatic duct. Fourth one, he says cystic duct is fused with right hepatic duct, no. Next question, cardiac sphincter protects the backflow of blood into heart. Backflow of A, blood into heart, fine. The other options are here. B option, bile into liver. C option, clear. C option, blood into aorta. And D, food into esophagus. What was the question? Cardiac sphincter protects the backflow of, fine, food into esophagus, because at the junction where esophagus ends and the first part of the stomach, that is the cardiac part, starts, there we come across cardiac sphincter muscles. The function of cardiac sphincter muscles is to avoid the backflow of food from stomach to esophagus. So that's the answer. Next, Kupffer cells, right? Kupffer cells are found in, very easy, A, liver, B, pancreas, C, that is third option, small intestine, fourth option, large intestine. Kupffer cells are found present in liver. They are very important cells of the liver that help in the production of bile juice. Epiglottis is a cartilaginous flap that prevents the entry of food into. Epiglottis is a cover cartilaginous flap, correct, which prevents the entry of food into glottis, thereby it allows the entry of food into esophagus. That is nothing but what we call usually food pipe. Next questions are on food nutrients, fine, macronutrients. There is carbohydrate and fats, carbohydrates and proteins. To keep a person healthy, he should be provided with what? He is asking 1, balanced diet, 2, high energy food, 3, interest and spirit, 4th, large amount of food. What we need over here is balanced diet, because person, if he wants to remain healthy, he should consume balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? The diet that has carbohydrates, proteins, fats, lipids, minerals, vitamins, all in right proportion and right quantities. Such a diet is what is known as balanced diet. Next question. Digestion of proteins initiated in dash and digestion of polysaccharides begin in the dash. What is asking? The site of digestion, that is the site of, he is asking two sites of the digestion, that is first is proteins and second is polysaccharides, fine. One is about proteins, other is about carbohydrates, fine. So proteins are in the digestion is started in stomach. Where it starts in the stomach region, and whereas the polysaccharides, nothing but the carbohydrates, their digestion starts in the mouth itself with the help of salivary amylase. I told you saliva has salivary amylase that helps in digestion of amylose part of the starch. So thereby the carbohydrate or the polysaccharides starts digesting in the mouth itself, and whereas proteins get digested in the stomach with the help of enzymes, fine, clear, renin and pepsin in the gastric juice that help in the digestion of simple proteins. So thereby the answer is stomach and mouth. Now the next following questions are on fats and energy requirement, clear, fats and energy requirement, clear. So which one of the following gives maximum energy in the body of man by combustion? What do you mean by combustion? You all know, by burning, fine, by combustion. So which of the following gives a maximum? This is the clue, fine. Fats, A fats, B proteins, C nucleic acids, and D carbohydrates. Don't get confused here. Carbohydrates are, of course, they are known as energy foods, because most of the energy required by the body will be liberated by, given by carbohydrates. Hence they are also known as energy foods. Proteins, they are known as bodybuilders. Nucleic acids, DNA and RNA, they are very much required, because they are found present in each and every cell. Whatever we consume, either food from humans, so from animal source or from plant source, the nucleic acids are found present in all the cells. So that we consume, and they are digested by nucleosidases and nucleotidases from intestinal juice. Now what he is saying is, which of these food component for food nutrient that gives you maximum energy is nothing but fat, because it gives more calories of energy per that, as far as its weight is concerned. So fat, and also moreover it also acts as a reserve food material. Next, which of the following diseases is caused by the deficiency of protein in children below 5 years? Fine. A, marasmus. You all know marasmus is caused due to the deficiency of carbohydrates. Kwashiorkor, this is the disease which is the answer, which is caused due to the deficiency of proteins, particularly in children around 5 years or below 5 years. So that's the answer. Kwashiorkor disease due to lack of proteins. Fine. Next, C, rickets. You all know rickets is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin. Osteomalacia, it is nothing but the disorder of the bones because of lack of calcium and other minerals in the bone. So that's not the answer. The answer is Kwashiorkor disease. Fine. That occurs due to deficiency of proteins in children. Next questions are followed on vitamins and minerals. Fine. The undigested and unabsorbed substances called feces enter into the cecum of large intestine through. Fine. Cecum of the large intestine through. Fine. Clear. This, which is the part of the large intestine. He's question. Absence of enterokinase will affect the following process. Let's know what is enterokinase. Basically, it is named as enterokinase. So when we say kinase, is nothing but the enzyme that lyse the molecules. Whereas here later it was found out that it is not an enzyme, but whereas it acts like a protein, or sometimes acts like a non-digestive enzyme also we call it. So absence of enterokinase will affect the following process. That is nothing but protease to dipeptide. So this process will not occur. Fine. Whereas amylose to maltose, we require other enzyme. Lipid fatty acids to glycerol, to convert that we need lipases. Dipeptide to amino acids, we need peptides. Clear. Amylose to maltose, fine, to convert, because amylose is again oligosaccharide, maltose again disaccharide. Amylose is nothing but the part of starch. Fine. Okay. So next question. Vitamins required for the development of erythrocytes. What do you mean by erythrocytes? Erythrocytes are nothing but, yes, of course, what? Red blood cells, RBCs. So vitamin D, that is calciferol, required for bones and teeth. Vitamin E, that is nothing but tocopherol, which is required for libido, for sexual energy. Vitamin B12, that is nothing but cyanocobalamin. So this is what is required for the formation of erythrocytes. Where exactly the formation of erythrocytes takes place? In the bone marrow, that what we call as erythropoiesis. Whereas vitamin K, just now we learned, it is required for the synthesis, for the blood clotting, for the synthesis of prothrombin. Okay. Next, micronutrients are as important as macronutrients but are required in small amount. This is the statement. Second statement, micronutrients are called micro as they play only a minor role. Cannot be. Next option, less important than macronutrients. No. So micronutrients are as important as macronutrients, but they are required in small amounts, small quantities. Hence they are known as, such nutrients are known as micronutrients. Like for example, vitamins and some minerals, we call them as micronutrients. Whereas macronutrients are nothing but carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Next question. Peristalsis and physiology of digestion. Succus entericus is secreted by. Succus entericus is nothing but the secretion of the intestine. Succus secretions. Entericus from the intestine, Latin. Clear. Succus entericus is secreted by crypts of Lingerken from the small intestine. Brunner's gland comes in other places. Fine. Both A and B is wrong. None of the above is also wrong. Next question. The digestive enzyme digests the meat taken in the digestive enzymes digest the meat taken in diet but does not digest the cells which produce them. Reason is, do you understand the question? Digestive enzyme digests the meat taken in the diet but that does not digest the cells which produce them, which produce the meat. Clear? So the reason here is, moving on to the next sort of questions. Clear? Enzyme become inactive to contact of the cell. Wrong option. Then enzymes are secreted in inactive form. That's the most correct appropriate option. Next we see cells of intestine have protective coat. No. Cells are digested but repaired immediately. Also wrong. Thereby option 2 is correct. That is the what which it won't digest the cells that produce is because it is produced in a inactive form. Enzymes later in the conditions, acidic condition and the alkaline condition, in the specific sites of digestion, they get activated when activation of enzymes. Next question. Fat digestion is facilitated by emulsification of fats by what he's asking. Fine. Clear. What is emulsification? The process of conversion of larger fat globules into smaller fat globules is what is known as emulsification of fats. I have told you this. This takes place with the help of bile juice. That is the main function of bile juice. Emulsification of fats. Thereby option 4 is answer. What he says is intestinal juice, pancreatic juice and gastric juice, bile juice. Next one, enterokinase is, fine, as I told you, it is produced from the intestine, fine, succus entericus and a non-digestive enzyme. Clear? What he's asking is enterokinase is a component of intestinal juice, correct? Second, intestinal hormone, fine, pancreatic enzyme, pancreatic hormone, so it is known as component of intestinal juice. It is named as ACE kinase, but it don't act like a enzyme, but certain people have proved that it acts like a hormone or a molecule. Fine, like okay. Next, enzyme which does not directly act upon food substrate, which act directly upon the food substance. Trypsin, it helps in the digestion of proteins. It helps in the digestion of proteins in small intestine secreted by pancreatic juice. Lipase, there are two types of lipases we have here. Gastric lipase from gastric juice and pancreatic lipase from pancreatic juice. Gastric lipase helps in the digestion of simple proteins, whereas pancreatic lipase helps in the digestion of compound proteins in the intestine. So that also directly, trypsin and that lipase directly work on that. Amylopsin, they also digest the proteins, fine, conjugated proteins, whereas enterokinase, it won't directly involved in digestion, so it acts as a non-digestive enzyme or hormone, like just now I told you. So it don't act directly. This is the clue here, this word. I have told you that in the question itself, one word will be the clue for the answer. That word you have to catch and you have to answer the questions easily. You can answer the questions very easily. Next one. Enzyme present in saliva to digest starch. Just now I told you, fine, we have told it is known as salivary amylase. Salivary amylase is also known as taline. It is also known as taline. While teaching itself, I had told you about taline. They will ask you in the NEET. So it has come here. Salivary lipase, there is no enzyme, such enzyme. Salivary protease, no such enzyme. Salivary lysozyme, I have told you, lysozyme is an enzyme that kills the bacteria by damaging or rupturing their cell wall. Thereby it is known as cellulitic enzyme. We study this in case of first line of body defense in 8th chapter, that is human health and diseases, which is found present in saliva, but it don't have any function in the digestion. So thereby answer is taline, which is also known as salivary amylase. The name of the taline is salivary amylase. What do you know amylase? The enzyme that work on amylose part of starch. Many times I have told you. Next question, gastroesophageal sphincter lies. Answer is there in the, fine, gastroesophageal sphincter lies between esophagus and, fine, where he is asking pyloric stomach. Pyloric stomach comes the last part. Cardiac, this is the first part, which will be very close to esophagus. So here itself is the answer. So cardiac and stomach. Cardiac stomach means the part of the stomach which is known as cardiac. The emulsification of fat by bile juice produce 3 fatty acids and 1 glycerol, smaller fat globules to micelles. That's what is we have studied that in absorption the fat molecules will get converted to small molecules, what we call as micelles. So this is the option 2 is the right answer there. Clear? I hope it's seen, and we'll stop it here. Next question. Water is largely absorbed in A colon mean 2 esophagus, C small intestine, D stomach. Water is largely absorbed in the small intestine. Where it is in the small intestine? Because small intestine assimilation and absorption starts. Assimilation and absorption starts, so it comes there. So in the small intestine, absorption along with the food particles, so water molecules also starts, right? Absorption starts. Moving on to next question, that is gastric juice does not contain he's asking. So lipase present, renin present, protease is also present, amylase is found present in the saliva, so does not contain. Gastric juice do not contain amylase. In the gastric juice we contain gastric lipase, renin, protein or pepsin, fine. Okay. Next, in human body, the role of the bile salts is in digestion is 2. Fine, clear. In human body, the role of bile salts in digestion is to what? He's asking. Which are the bile salts? Fine. Bile salts are nothing but sodium taurocolite and sodium glycocolite. So what they help? They help in the emulsification of fat and facilitate the absorption. That's the option. That's their function. There's nothing but sodium taurocolite and sodium glycocolite. They are known as the salts of bile juice, fine, produced by the liver. I have told you that bile juice, though it's a digestive juice, but it don't have any sort of enzymes. So thereby emulsification of fat is brought about by salts of the bile. That is, which are the salts? Write down sodium taurocolite, taurocolate, taurocolite, and sodium glycocolate. These are the two salts of the bile juice that help in the emulsification of fats. Next, moving on to a few more questions. Here we can try to complete this most probably. Let's see. So glucose, some amino acids and sodium are absorbed into blood by what he is asking. Absorption takes place with the diffusion also, active transport, facilitated transport. So these are the molecules, glucose and some amino acids are absorbed in the body by means of active transport. What do you mean by active transport? The transport which requires a certain energy in the form of ATP is known as active transport, whereas the absorption also takes place by passive transport, facilitated transport, and also as by diffusion. Next question, the utilization of absorbed food substances by tissue is called, fine, is nothing but very simple, assimilation. It cannot be deglutination. Deglutination is nothing but swallowing. Constipation, the disorder of the digestive system where you feel like defecation but you won't, pain will be there in the stomach. Constipation. Emulsification, just now we told many a times, conversion of larger fat globules to smaller fat globules with the help of bile juice is what is known as emulsification. So thereby the answer is assimilation. Next question, the undigested substance, that is feces, enter into the large intestine through valve which prevent the backflow of fecal matter. Very simple, I have told you, fine. Anal sphincter muscles, they are nothing but cecum ileocecal or anal sphincter muscles. They prevent the backflow of waste into the colon. Next, secretion of saliva can be stimulated by sight of the food, smell of the food, presence of food in the oral cavity. When you see the food also, when you smell the food, when you hear about food, when you have the food in your mouth, all these, fine, to all these our digestive system is very sensitive. So answer is all. Next, digestive enzymes not found in human pancreatic juice is A. nuclease, they are present, fine. B. lipase also present, C. trypsin also present, chymotrypsin will be present, nucleotidases, fine. Whereas nucleosidases, they are not present in the pancreatic juice but they are present in the intestinal juice. They help in the digestion of nucleotides, nucleotidases enzyme. Next, food bolus. What is bolus? I told you the condition of the food after chewing with the help of different types of teeth mixed with saliva, fine. After the process of mastication is what is known as bolus. So food bolus after passing through alkaline medium in the alimentary canal is termed as, when it goes into alimentary canal, after that See, in the mouth it is known as bolus, chyme in the stomach it is known as chyle in the small intestine. And the clue over here is because he is saying alkaline medium. We don't come across alkaline medium in case of mouth and in the stomach also. That's the gastric juice we have. So thereby, based on that alkaline clue, the answer is 1, chyle. Chyle is the form of the food in the small intestine. Next, which does not occur in pancreatic juice. Chymotrypsin occurs. It's an enzyme that helps in the digestion of proteins that contains phenylalanine amino acid. Trypsinogen also found present. Lipase also found present. That's why called as pancreatic lipase. Fine. Then pepsinogen is not found present in the pancreatic duct, pancreatic juice. It is found present in the gastric juice. Fine. Pepsinogen inactive. Later it becomes active. Pepsin helps the digestion of simple proteins in the stomach. Next, the process by which the ends of the products of the digestion pass through the intestinal mucosa into the blood or lymph is called. This is the simple definition of absorption of the digested food. We can't call it assimilation also. Defecation, micturition also, passing of urine, removal of waste is known as defecation. Next, the ejection of the feces to the outside through anal opening is called, very easy, defecation. It's known as defecation. Ingestion, swallowing the food particles. Fine. Micturition, the process of urination is known as micturition. Excretion is nothing but the process of filtration of the blood. Fine. Formation of urine in kidneys, excretion. Fine. Where the animals excrete their metabolic nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia or urea or uric acid. We have told this in detail. Next question. Which one leaves human stomach at the earliest? Fine. What is asking is food component that leaves the stomach. Fine. From earliest means first one. Clear? So the answer here is fine. A, fat. B, protein. C, alcohol. D, carbohydrate. Fine. The answer here is alcohol because it's not a food. There's nothing much in the alcohol to digest in the stomach. So as a person, drunkard, who should not drink but drinks, is a drunkard. Who drinks, directly it goes from stomach to the intestine because you don't have any food to be absorbed. And we don't consider alcohol as food because we don't come across in the menu also of the hotels and edible items. Next question. Fat absorbed from gut is transported in blood as fat, fine, chylomicrons. What is the question here is fat absorbed from gut is transported in blood as chylomicrons. Don't get confused here. Micelles also, but in the small intestine. In the gut region, fine, it is by chylomicrons. Clear? Okay. Next question. End product of proteins in digestion is, you all very well know proteins all are made up of amino acids. When proteins are digested, they results in their basic component called amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. So when proteins are digested, degradation takes place that leads to formation of amino acids. Next question. Most digestion and absorption takes place in, many times we are told, small intestine, that's the answer. In the stomach, partial digestion takes place. In the mouth, digestion starts. Large intestine, no digestion takes place, fine, no absorption, but if some vitamins and water is excess in the amount, in the waste, little bit of absorption takes place. Next, this is a common passage for bile and pancreatic duct. Many times we have told you, ampulla of Vatar, fine, clear, it is known as hepatopancreatic duct. There the swelling is known as ampulla of water. Duct of Wirsung, duct of Sertoli, duct of Chiloidus, they are come across in different places. Duct of Wirsung in case of salivary glands. Next question. Secretion of gastric juice is stimulated by 1. Gastrin, enterogastrin, cyclocholecystokinin. None of these. Gastrin is responsible. This is a hormone. So this is nothing but the endocrine control of the digestive system. Gastrin is secreted from the small intestine that stimulates the production of gastric juice from gastric glands in the stomach. So that's the answer. Whereas enterogastron, quite oppositely, it stops the secretion of HCl. Cholecystokinin, pancreozymin or secretin, it helps the secretion of other juices. Next, the release of the pancreatic juice from pancreas in a mammal is stimulated by secretin. What is the hormone? Secretin. Clear? It's the hormone which stimulates. Fine? Clear? Secretinin or secretin. Enterogastron is enzyme secreted by mucosa? No. Fine. Hormone secreted by gastric mucosa, not gastric mucosa. Hormone is correct, but hormone secreted from intestinal mucosa is correct. Fine. Introgastron is secreted from intestine, so that once the food, partial digested food from stomach starts entering into small intestine secretes this, thereby the gastric juice production will be stopped in the stomach. So here we complete one level. So keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care.